Enlightenment, perfect awakening, bodhicitta, full realization of our mind's perfection, omniscience, illumination. Early on in the Buddhist studies, we learn that Siddhartha became the Buddha upon achieving enlightenment, and that it is the enlightened mind, also known as Buddhahood, to which the unique path he shared with others leads. But what exactly is enlightenment, also known as full awakening? What does it mean? Is it a thing or a place, a wishful feeling or thought? Is it realized gradually, or does it occur in an immediate flash? Do I want it? And if so, is it possible for me to uncover it? And how will I know if and when I've got it? Many folks balk or draw exceptions to the word enlightenment when it's used as a potential capability of the sentient mind. Please feel free to use awakening, eradication of ignorance, or simply realization of our mind's pure potential, if desired. It is insightful to remember that the word enlightenment is part of the English vocabulary, and it can and does mean different things, often having to do with intellect and knowledge. The Age of Enlightenment was an intellectual movement which dominated the world of ideas in Europe in the 18th century. But in Mahayana Buddhism, references to enlightenment point to something much more extraordinarily specific. In Dharma speak, enlightenment is understood to arise in concert with the extinction of ignorance, unknowing misconceptions about the fundamental nature of being and the materiality that encompasses it, by the dawning of the perfection of wisdom, or specifically the experiential understanding that all phenomena are empty of self-existence. Yes, it is both a slippery and a profound process. Following the realization that dissolves the fetters of confusions at the source of our sufferings, that is, unknowing ignorance, insecurities, unhappiness, etc., enlightened awakening flourishes in conjunction with the blossoming of compassion for all beings who remain adrift in corruptive, egoistic self-obsession and grasping. One of Siddhartha's most resonant insights is that we all carry with us the beauty and perfection of enlightenment. It remains present and to be awakened, buried deep in the mind's recesses, obscured by ignorance and its coterie of disruptive henchmen, those being our emotions. It is the path, progressive in nature, set forth by Siddhartha to identify, reach, uncover, and allow the blossoming of our integral enlightenment to evolve, infusing our understandings, thoughts, intentions, and activities with, impeccable perfection. To do so is to bring about a state of mind, a way of being that eludes definitive words, clear, fully conscious, blissful, transformed, indescribable, poetically radiant. I'd like to share a handful of ways in which I believe some of the more practical manifestations of the enlightened Mahayana mind begin to unfold. We show up to instinctively meet our responsibilities each and every day, no matter what occurs, and remain committed to those responsibilities over the long haul. The awakened mind provides wisdom-based means to skillfully adapt their understandings and practices to the needs and abilities of different beings. Enlightenment breeds patience, fueled by an intuitive understanding of the benefits of and a preference for deeper, longer-term gratification. Enlightenment demystifies. The awakening mind, emerging from the torpor of ignorance, is one that viscerally learns to relinquish fixed views, to reduce clinging, act determinedly in the face of fear, and experience a more flexible and compassionate perspective towards self and others. Unfolding enlightenment brings with it prescient preparation and the confidence to endure adversity while habitually creating benefit from whatever events or situations are occurring in each and every moment. The influences of the enlightening mind are similar to those of the sun. Without any conscious intention, the sun remains in the sky and shines forth in all directions to eliminate darkness and stimulate growth. Consider Dr. Alexander Berzin's concise explanation of enlightenment. Enlightenment is the state of a Buddha in which one has attained a true stopping or cessation of both the emotional obscurations and the cognitive obscurations, and has realized in full all good qualities for being able to benefit others as much as is possible." Unquote. Please note Dr. Berzin's motivation, qualities for being able to benefit others. Siddhartha is often referred to in the texts as the, quote, triumphant one, unquote. Throughout his life, he maintained having done nothing more than triumph over the obstacles that had obscured access to the pure brilliance at the core of his mind, and, by extension, at the core of each and every sentient mind. Then, with skillfully applied loving kindness, Siddhartha provided the navigational means for those interested in achieving the same. Certainly, the unfolding journey toward the full realization of our mind's wealth is one of extraordinary richness and adventure. The more we begin to study and embrace the Buddha's path, the more his odyssey of realization reveals itself not to be foreign or exotic or some mystical endeavor, but rather, quite simply, the most rewarding and ultimately safest pragmatic direction our lives can take. And so, call it what you will: enlightenment, realization, awakening, illumination, profound maturity, sageness, bliss, noble and empowering, brilliant and humble, the stuff of poetry. It is for those who venture with diligent authenticity the path toward and through that which is most sensible. This recording was written and shared here by Mark Winwood. Mark, that's me, is a member of the teaching faculty at Naropa University in Boulder, Colorado, and is the founder and principal teacher at the Chenrezig Project, a Tibetan Buddhist study and practice group with an active presence via online Sangha gatherings, our regular e-magazine writings, and these Elegant Mind podcasts. If interested, you can learn more about the Chenrezig Project at our website, www.chenrezigproject.org. That's CHENREZIG project.org. You can also send me an email at mwinwood, MWINWOOD, @gmail.com. We welcome your inquiries. Our accompanying music, titled Down the Road, was composed and performed by the San Francisco Bay Area musician Bobby Vega. It appears on his 1997 album titled Down the Road, in which he is accompanied by the Turtle Island String Quartet. Bobby's reputation for feel is legendary, and with this album's music, he shares how transitions and melody can be expressed in creatively new ways where slight variations in feel, touch, and timing can speak emotional volumes. You can learn more about Bobby and his music at his website, www.bobbyvega.com. That's BOBBYVEGA.com. Or, as he's very findable online, you can simply Google his name or look for his numerous videos on YouTube. We remain grateful to Bobby for his friendship, his talents, and his generosity in sharing his beautiful music with our Dharma audience. Please feel free to share the link to this podcast with those you feel it might resonate. And as always, thank you for listening.